Just days before his scheduled execution on May 18, Oklahoma death row inmate Richard Glossip has been denied clemency by the Oklahoma Pardon and Parole Board. In an unprecedented motion, the state's Republican Attorney General made a passionate plea to spare Glossip's life, citing the fact that there are too many mistakes in the case for capital punishment to be an appropriate sentence. The case of Richard Glossip has captivated people across the country. The 60-year-old has maintained his innocence for the past 25 years, ever since he was falsely accused and convicted of murder. His attorney and close family members have tirelessly sought justice in the face of tremendous odds, beating the clock every time his execution was proposed. Glossip was even given a stay of execution just hours before it was set to take place 3 times in the past. The current hearing brought a unique occasion to the proceedings, with the Oklahoma Attorney General appearing before the Parole Board to argue in favor of clemency. He cited a series of errors made during the trial, which raised questions as to whether Glossip was truly guilty of the crime. An independent review was commissioned to go over the details of the case, and the resulting 343-page report concluded that if a jury were presented with all the facts, an innocent man would not be convicted. The Parole Board's vote was split, ultimately denying Glossip's request. However, the appeal from the Attorney General and a group of Oklahoma legislators, including a large number of Republicans who backing the efforts, was enough to create a sense of hope that justice may one day be served. The governor of Oklahoma, Kevin Stitt, is the lone individual left to determine Glossip's fate. With the deadline for his execution looming, the governor has yet to say which way he will lean. If the execution is stopped now, Glossip will be given the chance to prove his innocence in a new hearing. His attorney and family are now standing with members of the public to make their voices heard. With the support of this unified chorus, they are asking Governor Stitt to act now and grant the reprieve that will give Richard Glossip a fair chance to defend himself. The story of Richard Glossip is an example of how our legal system can fail the most vulnerable, and the true tragedy of an unjust capital punishment. We must all join together to ask the governor to do what is right, and save an innocent man from the death chamber. Richard Glossip's final appeal is not one made just for himself, but for the countless numbers of individuals unjustly punished by the death penalty. This is our moment to bring attention to the need for criminal justice reform, and to be the voice for those most in need. This is the time for justice. Let's join together to free the innocent, and call on Governor Stitt to grant reprieve to Richard Glossip.